Hello and welcome to yet another video. This time I will be trying to fix my first iPhone, which is a 4S, I believe, and it has an Angry Birds case. There might be some of you that remember the times when I didn't have this mat underneath, but I had an Angry Birds towel or something. I don't exactly remember what exactly it was. And I might have repeated myself there. So anyway, this plastic is hard as a rock right now because I suppose it's kind of old. Let's clean this a little bit. And let's see if you can tell the model. It seems to be an A1387. Okay, so the story of this one, I got it with the case and a data cable from some relative, and they want the pictures back. And basically, if I can get the pictures back, I can keep the phone. So I want to get everything out of this phone without paying anything, because this, I don't know if it has a market value, but it's kind of low. So this data cable, as you can see, the cable goes in and out of here, but I think it's still good. And on the other end is the same. It moves a little bit. Alright, so let's take this aside and let's look at the phone. So the phone is currently dead. It will not charge, it will not show any sign of life. Suppose it sat for a long time and the battery actually died. So let's take the SIM tray out and let's see if there is something inside or not. So there appears to be a SIM card inside. I will leave it there for the time being, that is. And in order to open this, there are two pentalobe screws and then the back comes out. Now these screws are very tiny. Let's see if I can make it focus. They are super small screws. I don't think you can see, but I have a special screwdriver right there. So let's see which one it was. I think it's this one. It has a very small tip. So given the fact that this is my first iPhone, I think it's one of the easier ones to repair. So let's see if I can take out the screws. Yeah, that's it. Very easy. Now let's take it and place it here on the side. And the other one. So I'm going to try to make a video explaining everything that I do step by step. Okay, so the two screws are out. Now, from what I have seen online, you have to push the back cover up. I mean slide it upwards, and then it moved a little bit. Now I don't know if it should move a lot more. Oh, it came out. Very nice. So I think it's still the original battery, I'm not sure. But now we have to disconnect this thing here, which is the battery connector. And this one has some Phillips head screws, to which I should have another screwdriver here if I can't find it. I think it's the third one that I pull out. Yeah, that's the one. A small Phillips head screwdriver. And let's take out these two screws from here. You can see how small these actually are. I'm quite surprised. On the other phones that I have worked, the screws were bigger. Oh, this is a little bit magnetic. I thought I lost it. Okay, now some small tip tweezers, and let's get this cover off. I think that was dust from my tweezer. Okay, so this little thing from here seems to come out. So I'll place it here safely. Now the cover. I think I need bigger tweezer. And let's try from this corner. Okay, so the battery has been disconnected. And now, from what I have seen, I have to pull on this to release the battery. Okay. How much force do I need to pull this battery out? That I do not know. It's not easy. Whew, that was quite a lot of force to lift this battery up. So I am not sure if this really is an original battery or not. Maybe you guys can tell me if it is. I don't know, I don't see an Apple logo, so I don't know what to think about it. Maybe it is original, maybe it is not. And I don't think I can charge this here. I mean, I have my universal charger, which is this guy, and it has two pins where I can place them, but I don't think it is possible to charge it like that. I will test and see if I can and show you the results. If not, I will need to find the second-hand battery, maybe a new one, a replica, or something cheaper. I don't know. Right, so as I said, I will film everything, and this is about what I left it. And now it's a few days later, and I have a package right here which should have my new battery. So let's take the knife and cut it open. I'm trying not to show my address, which is on the package. So I ordered a couple more parts that I will need. Right. This is a camera glass with some adhesive that I will need for another phone. And this is an iPhone button, which will be you will see in the future. And here it's what interests me, which should be another battery. So let's see what they sent me. Looking good until now. Alright. So looks to be the same. Obviously it's not an original, but also I'm not sure that the one that was in the phone was an original. Either way, let's test them. And for that I need my multimeter. Turn it on, set it on 20 volts, and Let's see the old one. So the pins should be, from my understanding, the the outermost ones. So this one is 0. Now let's see the other one. And I don't think I can touch them because the points are too big. Maybe like this. Let me see if I can. Nah, it's too hard. I'll have to think of another way. Or maybe, why not put it directly in the phone, see if it works. Right. I would like to clean this a little bit. So, a Q-tip and some alcohol. And also the back cover. There was quite a little bit of dirt. Alright, let's put the new one. Did I put a cable right? Okay, so you have to fold the cable. Like something like this. Okay, and now let's see if we have some life. And we do have an Apple logo. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off the camera, or maybe hold my hand, as I don't know if it has a profile picture or something that I don't want to show. I mean, you know, if it's private, you can show it. I wonder if it has enough to power on, or maybe the phone hasn't been turned on in a while. I hope it's nothing serious, but just to be sure, I will leave it like this. If nothing happens, I will plug the charger. Right, just as I was about to end it, it seems to be working. So let's see if there is a passcode. There is a passcode, but it's working. And that's always a good sign. That means that we can put everything back. But first, I still see some dust in here, and I need my toothbrush. It's one with very fine tips. Okay, now let me zoom in and let's put back what we took off. Right, so you have to turn off the phone. Right, let's disconnect the battery again. Okay. Now let's put the small antenna cable. And let's connect the battery back again. And now let me take the little screws. I dropped it. Oh, it's right here. My lucky day. So you can see how small this screw really is. And the second one. It was the other screwdriver. Right. Seems to be fine. Let's see if it turns on. It does. Now let's wipe it down clean. Wipe the back cover. Place the back cover slightly above until it sits flush, and like this on both sides. Then press it down to close it, and then we have to put the bottom screws back. So let's grab them. As you can tell, this one are a little bit larger. Okay, the phone is on. I hope I didn't show anything on camera. Let's put the second screw. Right, I just zoomed out. And now let's tighten this one. Oops. As you can see, it is working. I would probably have to blur that. Alright, so this is basically done. All I need is to give the phone back. They have the password, they'll copy the data, and I might keep the phone. So I will try to film again after I have the phone unlocked with all the data copied. Right, so I decided to check if the phone charges or not. Because you know the cable has some problems. I mean, it's not exactly the most secure cable, but let's see if it does anything. 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . . 。 . . 。 . and we have nothing. That could be a problem. I think the charger doesn't seem to fit always too good in here. So I think it might be the cable, it might be the charging port. But you know, just buying a new cable, if I can find one, might be the right choice to do. So I will see you guys after doing that. So as I was taking a closer look, I think I know why it's not charging, or at least I have an idea. This is what came out, and I think it's still a little bit more inside. So let's see if I can take anything else out. Alright, the biggest chunk yet. It's still coming out. So let's take a closer look. I have this small lantern here. Yeah, you probably can't see, but I can. It's looking cleaner. Let's puff some air. Okay, so you get the idea of what I'm doing. I'll try to clean it more and then take a look, see if it works. Right, so after taking all of this thing out, the phone now is turned off. As you can see, I'm pressing it, not doing anything. The charger is going in smoothly, but it doesn't do anything. And look how loose it is. So I think that maybe the charger could be the problem. So I will try finding another one, another cable. Maybe that will work. If not, and if the cable is not the problem, then we might need to change the port itself, which I don't want to do that, but you know, this is how a little project of swapping one battery turns into many problems. Right, so as I suspected, it was the cable that was at fault. So I bought this new one, and it's a little bit twisted because this is how it got packaged. And now to show you that the phone is charging. The Apple logo has appeared without me touching anything, and maybe we can see the battery charging symbol. Or maybe it will power on. Okay, so it powered on, and as you can see, it is charging. So I'm gonna let it charge until the battery is full, and that's it for this time. Alright, so as an ending, the phone is charged to 100%. I have unplugged the charger, and this would be an end to the video. And hope you guys enjoyed it. It was my first time working on an iPhone, and I was going a little bit into the unknown with the diagnostics, because maybe if I had a good cable from the beginning, the old battery would have charged and I could have recovered the data, but I didn't have a way to find out until I changed the battery. But nevertheless, a uh, a new battery, it's always a good thing. Even though this was probably the original, I've put it in the box. But a new battery, even though it's not original, might be better than the original one, which is quite old. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you with the next video.